This video shows the normal vibrational modes for my Horndola, which I described in the previous video. My buddy Jenkins and I used the laser vibrometer to measure the actual movement of the soundboard while it was moving back and forth. This graph is the mechanical response spectrum, which plots the velocity of the soundboard movement on the y-axis versus the frequency of the movement on the x-axis. So the peaks that you see are the frequencies where the soundboard has intrinsic resonances that correspond to what are called the normal modes. So when a mandolin is played by plucking the strings, the movement of the soundboard that causes the sound that you hear is caused by the activation of a combination of these different movement modes. And there's lots of good sites on the internet that talk about all this stuff. Basically, when you tap tune a soundboard, you're trying to identify the lowest tune modes so that you can shave the braces and do other crafty things to make sure that the lowest mode has a frequency below the lowest note of the instrument. So here's a movie of the lowest mode for this Horndola, which corresponds to the peak at 120 Hertz. The lowest note on the Mandola is 131 Hertz. So this is a strongly radiating node. The soundboard is moving in and out across the whole face simultaneously. The second mode is an example of a mode that would not radiate sound as efficiently. When the left side is moving out, the right side is moving in, and vice versa. There would be some degree of recirculation or cancellation of the sound energy coming out. And this is the mode at 302 Hertz. So here are the movies of all 8 modes below a kilohertz. The top 5 are strongly radiating modes, and the bottom 3 are modes that would be less efficient radiators. You can see on the top ones, they're all doing things that would push the air either away or suck it in toward the soundboard at the same time, whereas the bottom set have these antagonistic movements of the face of the soundboard that would tend to decrease the amount of sound radiated. Now here's all 8 of the modes lined up under the spectrum so that you can see which mode corresponds to which peak in the graph. I've indicated the ones with the red lines going up to the points on the spectrum with red numbers that are the ones that are less efficient at radiating. And all the other ones, the majority of the other ones, are really strongly radiating nodes. So anyway, cool, huh?